Brighton and Hove Albion have got back to their senses and cut the price of Carlos Baleba to something rather reasonable. But should Manchester United proceed and sign him, and for that fee, there is anticipated competition from several clubs now, including Bayern Munich. My name is Webb. This is the Nettle Sport. A quick transfer update as we count down to January, where we expect some bit of business to be done by Manchester United. DSTV, the home of football, is where we shall be watching all football that matters this festive season. Pay your car wiki and enjoy football. I hear people still say DSTV is expensive. You're just poor. Sorry to say, because if you think 5,000 shillings is a lot of money for you to watch football for a week, honestly, you're just so poor. That's why you need to run and learn how to earn online so that you don't say things like that. I think it's really, it doesn't look good on you. For something classy, something quality, something guaranteed, something legal, something proven for years, for over 30 years, for you to say that 5,000 for a week is a lot of money to watch football, I cannot help you. So you want to watch football for 200 shillings? You want to watch the Premier League? Are you serious? Guys, let's not be these people. Let's be modern, learn how to earn online, and you will see that indeed it's not that they're expensive. It is you who has a poor mindset. Anyone can afford 5,000, 20,000, when you have 25,000 a week, really? That's pocket change. Come on, let's get into it. You guys burn data of I don't know how much a day to watch a lot of nothing. DSTV is giving you a package for you, your wife, your girlfriend, your friend, your frenemies, your in-laws, your jaja, your mom, everyone, to watch anything they want. In a week you pay. Come on, let me not go into that. Don't you give me that talk, please. Don't be that person. Just come and learn how to earn online, and of course protect your goal. Don't be scammed, because scammers this festive season are all over. Don't you be a victim, not when you watch me every day. Let's get into it. So a cut price figure has been set according to the latest we get that Carlos Baleba can leave for about 85 million euros. That's about 75 million pounds. According to what we pick now from sources close to Brighton, they have admitted that he's no longer the player they were hoping they could perhaps get 150 million pounds from. He has disappointed them. I think Huzela, his coach, has been consistent that since the links with Man United arose, they have affected him, and he can barely concentrate on Brighton and play. He barely wants to play for them. Of 13 games he has started, he has been substituted 12 times, and that's quite unusual for arguably there before, I think from last season, their best player. And I think they have tried to deal with him, but as a young player, you think, I've told you before, if your heart and body deep down in you, you're out of something, it's difficult to motivate you back in it. It must take some bit of motivation, and it's beyond normal. And for a footballer from Africa, a Cameroonian who has dreamt of playing for a big club, to be linked with Man United and then somehow it doesn't happen just because your club is being a bit greedy or being selfish and all, it's difficult for you to fight your heart back into, jumpstart it again to want to pump the blood to fight for the club. So you can see he doesn't have the heart for Brighton no more. And for some, it would look like maybe it's a weakness on his side. For others, it looks like maybe it's a genuine thing, so showing you how much he wants United. Depends on how you look at it. The fact is, he's not performing like he was when we all thought he's the perfect guy to come in and boost our midfield. Now, before he was priced at about 100 million plus. Now at 85 million, Bayern Munich are interested. I'm sure certain other clubs could be monitoring him. I again ask a question. Do you think personally, in your view, that Man United should pay 85 million euros for Baleba, whether in the summer, because that's when most likely Brighton could let go of him, or even if it's in Jan? Is that money Man United should pay? Because there seems to be that conviction still in Amorim and Co. that is the right guy. I personally have got disquiets about signing a player who is not at their best. You want to get them at their best. Whereas, yes, we might want to create excuses for him and understand why he's not performing. I think, again, for me, that's a weakness. Again, I do not want to spend so much money because 75 million pounds still is a lot of money for someone who's not performing. Even Cunha, who came at his best, did not sign for that much. Neither did Brian Mbumo. So why are we spending 75 million pounds for a Baleba who has struggled to kick a ball to be convincing since he was linked with Man United? What if he doesn't perform? So for me, that's a bit of an issue. But again, in the event that United proceed and sign him, I want us to look at how Man United would look with him and what he would add to the team. And for me, if the season ended with Baleba added to the team, I think it would still be an improvement. Again, I just said not that he's a bad player, but it's just that there would be no guarantee that he would perform before. And of course, there are never guarantees in football. Even if we had signed him at his prime, at his peak, rather, I still think there will never be a guarantee that he was definitely going to perform. But you see, would rather gamble on a player whose last season has been good than go for them when they are struggling and hope they can now miraculously return to their topmost levels. But this is how Man United would look in the event that United signed Baleba in January. We would have, because Bruno certainly is not going to leave in Jan. Casemiro is still there and still a very important player. Take nothing away from him. I still think he has got a few minutes to give us, but I think for continuity, if you bring a younger midfielder who you trust is good enough, he certainly starts ahead of Casemiro. Or if Casemiro is still starting as this other new guy, Baleba is getting used and acclimatizing to the new atmosphere of a big club, you know that Baleba will certainly come in at some point we'll have him play alongside Bruno. So that could be a probable lineup before the end of the season, in the event that Baleba joins in Jan, which I think would make sense. I've been consistent saying that Man United have got to treat the January transfer window like it's everything, because indeed it is. Because unlike other clubs who were sorted in the summer, United wasn't. So they have got to use January to catch up. So Baleba would be there, and I think that would be a boost. If you've got Delete, Mazraoui, and Lisandro Martinez in the back, and then you push Luke Shaw on the left wing back, Baleba comes in there, plays with Bruno, who Amorim feels is the right number 8, or even you can tweak it and push Bruno as one of the 2 10s, and probably either play Cunha as a false 9, or Bruno Mbuma and Mbuma and Cunha keep switching, and then rest Shesko a bit, who is still developing, and then keeps coming on here and there, and then partner Carlos Baleba with Kobe Maino. I think that would be another option of how you can look at it in the middle. But for me, if that happened, again, I'm assuming that if Man United proceeded to sign Baleba, then he would be a player. He would be the Baleba we saw in his good season the previous season. Then I think that would be an improvement on this Man United, and just a slight improvement on Man United, a little more stability, for me, would really push Man United to nearly guaranteed top 4, guarantee proper, but perhaps even pushing for as far as first, second, third positions, because this Man United squad for me does not need a lot of boosting for it to be as competitive as even the mighty Arsenal. Arsenal might have their depth and all, but Man United's depth is in the fact that they play a game a week. So players are rested. You don't need to rotate them that much. That's why I was telling people that the reports of Sergio Ramos, for me, I have no issues. I'm not for old players at Man United, but if Sergio Ramos is going to play 60 minutes once a week, with what he gives, with what we know he can give, even because at 39, the leadership he brings, playing one game 60 minutes a week, I think Sergio Ramos would it would boost something about this team. And away from the pitch, he would help the teammates a lot, because of the mentality he brings from Spain and Real Madrid, and for the elite player he is. So, but this is not for Sergio Ramos. It is on Carlos Baleba. So, for me, if that looked like, even if Man United only signed that midfielder, if it's Baleba in January, assuming he goes back to his best levels, I think Man United would have scored a lot in improving the team, and would demand not just top 4, but to give Arsenal and Man City a proper run for their money in their quest for the title, because they're the 2 clubs that seem closest to it. So for me, I'm waiting to see, but then is 85 million euros or 75 million pounds really a fee we should pay? At this point, you might not care about how much they spend. It's not our money. For as long as it's there and they think he's the right player, spend it and bring the player, because players in that position are difficult to find anyway, and they are crazy expensive. We know that. So let me know. I think after the AFCON will give us an idea of whether Baleba is him or not. He will be playing for Cameroon, certainly, but we'll be getting to see whether indeed he will be good enough. If he fails to establish himself in the AFCON, it will be so sad and terrible. I'll come back here and tell you, you know what, just drop it, unless they're giving him to us for 30 or 45, 40 million. But don't gamble, don't risk your money on him. Don't risk your money online. Don't expose your Stanbic bank account. Don't you risk your gadget. Just use DSTV stream if you want to watch on phone or on your smart TV. But most importantly, pay your car wiki and enjoy football the right way. I hear now that Andrew Onana has been recalled back into Cameroon. We'll talk more about that when I really get a proper understanding of what exactly has finally happened. My name is Webb. This is the United of Sport. Let me know what you think about Baleba. 85 million euros. Do we pay or we bounce and move on to the next Steeler and all the other guys?